We in the building. Salute to my brother, Charles Edward Cheese. Dropping that. On the center super chat. He said, I'll be like, damn, where the bros? Greedy for this boxing content. We in the building, Cheese.
You know, this is the week you got to be tapped in, Cheese. This is the week. Oh, man.
This is the week.
Woo!
This fight week, it just took a slight turn because of a fight that we was anticipating and willing to see and anxious to see because of all the talking. Not because of the actual action, but he did all this talking. He literally talked himself into a fight. You know what, Clay? I'm starting to think that they didn't think that Shakur was actually going to follow through with this.
Facts. It threw them off.
They thought he like Tank, you know what I'm saying? They ain't really gonna. We could throw rocks at the throne, but is he really gonna get up off that throne, walk down this hill, and come talk to us? Nah, he ain't coming down here. And lo and behold, Shakur got up. He walked down the hill, and he said, "What you say?
Huh?
He did the old Martin with Tommy Hearns. Remember Martin? When he said, I asked Sugar, he told me you was the get hit man. But he did his hands like this, though. He did.
Woo, the game gets real, bro. The game gets real, don't it?
That's a fact. That's
Listen,
a fact.
Ain't nothing like that moment of truth in the eyes when you meet eye to eye with that mug.
Yeah.
You pull up in Riyadh, they got eye to eye. You smiling at him.
Things change. Yeah. They seen Shakur energy. They like, hey, hold on. Bro, really here.
Yo, that boy, Floyd Schofield Sr. said, I love Shakur.
I love Shakur. He's my favorite fighter.
He's my favorite fighter.
He's my favorite fighter.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Hey, Clay,
that's what Shakur said, right? Shakur said,
who the fuck is that guy?
That guy. Exactly. Right? Hey, Clay, Shakur said, I don't know them, man.
Ain't lying, bro.
Ain't lying. Hey, Clay, he said, my uncle and his uncle is best friends.
Best friends. We like family. We like third cousins.
Yeah, he said, he from Jersey City?
Woo.
Shakur ain't even know where he's from.
Yo, Jersey, like, where they from? I thought he was from Texas. Ain't his name Kid Austin?
Yeah.
What part of Jersey?
Bro,
I never heard that.
Is this not a stain on their reputation?
I don't know how you redeem yourself from this. Right. I mean, this is on the biggest stage in boxing today, right now.
Right.
You're on the biggest stage, bro, in front of the whole world, Craig. Not America, not in front of Texas, not in front of the whole world. Just seeing you talk a whole bunch of mess. You said you was breaking bones in his face. You breaking rib bones. You breaking jaws. That's what you said. And then let somebody come and spike your Kool-Aid, bro. Who's hearing that nonsense, family?
Right.
Ain't nobody hearing that.
Nobody.
Come on, bro.
I mean, how do you justify this, Clay? How do you rectify this? How do you justify this? What do you say to get people to be like, we know they're gonna say they had some sort of injury, right?
I'm gonna tell you what I think it is when you're done. I'm gonna tell you what I actually think it is. Beyond, because we could say fear, but I'm gonna tell you what I really think it is.
Go ahead and cook.
I think they were having a problem making weight. I think they were having a problem making weight, and he done got himself nauseous going in and out of them damn saunas, not eating, not drinking, you know what I'm saying? All type of bad headaches, dehydration, not being anywhere near that weight. I think the British boxing board of whatever.
The BBC.
Yeah, the BBC, they were checking his weight, and they were seeing the process of him making the weight and seeing what he was doing to make the weight, and they stopped it. He wasn't making the weight in a healthy way. He was going to hurt himself. I think that maybe the rehydration clause to a degree, I don't know if there was one or not, because I heard there was rumors about that. The WBC was putting that together. But I think Floyd Schofield Jr. was having a hard time making the weight. I think because even with the whole snack situation, what y'all on snack all of a sudden for? When did y'all start doing snack? They were trying to cut weight, bro. They were trying to cut weight, bro, and they messed up the process, probably doing it themselves. You know,
they said it was snack.
Yeah, they said they blamed it on snack and Floyd and Shakur Stevenson's masseuse.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Yo, you stupid, Blue. You call it. That's what he said, bro. I ain't lying. That's what he said on the post. That's what he said. Yeah.
Yo, this can't be real.
That's what he said.
Yo, bro, this can't be real. Yo, boxing is a circus, bro. It is literally the three really, bro. This is Barnum and Bailey, bro. Boxing is amazing. It is amazing.
That's what he
There's
blamed
no
on.
way. There's no way. Yo.
He blamed it on snack.
Yo.
Yeah, man.
Yo, wow, bro.
I don't know, man. L-Dub said something rehydration cause. I don't know, but I think they were having a hard time making the weight. I don't know if it was a rehydration cause. I don't know about that, but I think they were trying to make weight and they couldn't make the weight, bro. I think Floyd Schofield Jr. was up in there killing himself. Probably came near close to killing himself.
They poisoned my son as wow.
That's what I heard, bro. Yo,
this dude is off his rockers.
He blamed it on Shakur. He said Shakur Stevenson team. He blamed it on them. Tried to poison. Yo, legitimately, Floyd Schofield Sr. might be dealing with some mental challenges. Like, he might be having some
Oh snap, Clay. This can't be real. It can't be real, bro.
I'm telling you, a junior got to get away from his dad, bro.
Oh man.
You can't help but look at the father of this one. You can't help but look at Senior and be like, this is toxic. All the talking, all the crazy antics. He said the cops ran up on him. SWAT came to the house. Guns got pulled out. They said somebody told them that they were like trafficking kids or something in the house. Yeah. Guns in the car.
He got to get away from that, man.
Somebody broke into the house and ripped out a page out the passport and sabotaged their passport so they couldn't come to the thing.
Yo, did you hear Kid Austin was saying he was saying they
fired half their staff over that.
Yeah, he said that somebody slashed the tires. Like, bro, what? Bro.
Yeah, the tires got slashed.
What kind of energy is going on around there, bro? That's
bro. It's upside down, man.
L-Dub said no rehydration clause. This is a British Boxing Board of commission rule. Michaela Meyer was there, first one to tell us about that. She fought there 4 times on a row. That's why she moved up in weight. So to fight
so fast. Yeah,
so
fast.
Yeah. Yo.
Salute L-Dub.
Oh man, Clay, this can't be real, bro. Yo.
Hey, baby.
Shout out to the queen, Miss Rain, in the building. She said 225 in the chat, 26 likes. Say it ain't so. Nasty work.
Nasty. That's hilarious.
Man. Yo, this is amazing, bro. Somebody sent me something talking about that. He was scared that he talked to them. Somebody just messaged me. He talked to their team and they were saying that they think they're gonna fail a test from snack.
I mean, I don't even know what to
Yo, this is amazing.
Yeah, bro. Why y'all even on snack? What happened? What's the snack thing all about? Why did that get implemented into the program? When did it get implemented in the program, and what motivated it all of a sudden? Where did snack come from in this conversation? How?
You know what that is, right? He listened. he's listening to these platforms talk about how Snack is cheating, right? And Snack is this and Snack is that. So they blaming it on Snack.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. Ray Sean Carroll, what's false news?
Ray Sean Carroll said false news. What's false news?
What's false news?
Because Ring Magazine posted it.
Right. What are we talking about?
They directly connected with Turkey. So
what's false news? I don't understand. With the exclamation marks.
Yeah, what's false news? Tell us. If it's what you say?
Oh, he's saying in his opinion, false news, fight still on. Okay. All right.
What did he say?
He said false news in his opinion. First of all, he said in his opinion. He said
in your opinion. Bro, we don't
false news, fight still on.
What do you mean in your opinion, brother? Yo, only in boxing, Clay.
I don't know. I mean, how can I argue with that, man?
Bro. Yo, how do you say in your opinion this is false news, the fight still on? How do you say in your opinion, brother? Come on, give us, what are you talking about? The fight is 3 days away.
They're not even trying no more, Blue. They just say anything now. They don't even try no more. They used to try.
He said, I don't feel like he pulled out.
Okay. All right. Bro,
what do you mean?
Okay.
Yo, you can't make this stuff up.
It is what it is, man. It is what it is, man.
Wow, you can't make this stuff up, man.
We all got feelings, baby. We all got feelings. He's allowed to feel. He allowed to feel some kind of way. He's a tax-paying citizen.
Right. So you just gonna go off your feelings.
Yeah.
He said, "Watch the fight still be on, bro."
Okay. Okay. Well, listen. When it is still on, I will remember you and I will give you your props. We'll be in crowd. I'll be like, "Yo, Ray Sean, yo, Ray Sean called it, bro. We're gonna give you a wrench on that day. Okay, not now. We're gonna wait until the fight come on. When the fight come on, we're gonna give you. We're gonna give you a wrench on Saturday. Show up on Saturday.
My wife is laughing.
On Saturday, we're gonna hook you up. We're gonna hook you up with a wrench on Saturday. Show up on Saturday, baby. We got you. Now you gotta wrench up people like that, bro. You don't just leave people like that without no wrench. People who get to the bottom of stuff like that, you wrench them up, bro. You make them part of the community. Taste that.
Only boxing fans. This can only happen in boxing. Like this could not, bro. He just said, "Nah, fight's still happening." I don't feel like he pulled out.
False news. He pull out that fight, bro. He's playing with it.
How would you feel? And this man father talking about he early and sick off a snack. The fight 3 days away, bro.
No, think about it like this, right? The British boxing board of whatever, for them to pull them out the fight, right? They were like, nah, this is too much. We're gonna pull them out. That means that this is deeper than your stomach hurt. You know what I'm saying? It's Tuesday, bro. You can have a stomach ache today and be okay tomorrow, be okay on Thursday. You know what I'm saying? Right. They're calling it right now. They're calling the fight right now. Why are they calling it? Right? That means it's something that can't be fixed.
Because, somebody texted me that he felt like he wasn't going to pass the test. And they pulled out. And now he's throwing out. Now you tell me he's throwing out this snack situation.
Right.
Now, me and you just talking about it for the first time.
Right.
You saying the snack, I ain't know nothing about that. Now I'm telling you, somebody texted me and said they think he's going to fail the test.
Right.
So now you're trying to pull out the fight.
Right.
Bro, this is just nasty work.
There's a lot of stuff going on at the same time, right? Like, I think the biggest pull away from this situation, Blue, is the Schofields have been shrinking in front of the light, the heat of the light, from the day this fight got kicked on.
Right.
From the day that got kicked on, they've been embarrassing themselves, talking about stuff that even if it was true, why even say anything?
Right.
The build up to it, just lays out a setup for what we have right now. So even if you guys are telling the truth right now, let's say Floyd Schofield Jr. is just genuinely sick, past sick, to where 4 days ain't enough for him to get ready. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Let's just say it's, but all the mess that you guys talk coming up to this point, talking about your car, your tires being slashed, talking about your passport being played with, talking about police pulling guns out on you. You know what I mean? You firing half your staff. You had to fire a bunch of people because there was moles in the team, and all the things that you put out in public. Specifically Floyd Schofield Sr. campaigning in public the way he is, trying to paint the picture and put this pressure on Shakur, which is probably the most diabolical part about this whole situation, is that you've linked every single one of these things to Shakur's team trying to get in front of this fight coming together. That's what makes it even worse. How in the world do you expect us to believe you right now? For what reason would we believe you right now? So even if you were telling the truth, you haven't built up any type of credibility with the space for us to take you seriously.
Right. It's the boy that cried wolf.
Yeah.
It's the boy that cried wolf. Because at the end of the day, you seem to be scared the entire time.
From the jump.
Shakur never passed the test.
Yep.
Shakur sabotaged us. They sabotaged, like you said, they had a house raided. Bro, what are you talking about?
Yeah. Shakur hurt and can't. Remember the trolling?
Yeah.
Oh, Shakur hurt and can't.
Only, and Clay, to make it worse, only to have Kid Austin come out yesterday and say that was all a lie. He was just trolling Shakur.
Right. Right.
And now today, you just said that yesterday, that you was lying just to troll Shakur.
Yeah, bro.
And then today, all of a sudden, you got a stomach bug?
Nah, bro. We ain't buying that, bro. We can't afford to buy that. We can't be that stupid.
Nah.
We got to protect our credibility and our face. We can't sit there and play that game with you, bro.
Right.
We can't play that game with you, bro. We're gonna have to keep it 100, bro. We got to keep it 100 with you, bro. We don't believe you, bro. I think you lying. Period.
Yeah, he's lying.
And I think you've been lying.
Nino Lewis said nothing from his interviews or body language. His daddy was scared.
Yeah. That's what I think it is. I think exactly. I don't think Junior was scared. I think his daddy was scared. I think his daddy tore that page out that damn passport.
Right.
I think his daddy tore that page out.
Nina Lewis, yes, he said that none of that was true. He said we was trolling Shakur Stevenson because he was trolling us.
Right. I didn't say everything they said is a lie, but I'm saying that thing that the whole thing about the mole being in their camp.
Right.
Was
The
a lie.
things of making up things about Shakur Stevenson was not true.
Right.
Period.
Right. Come on, Nina. We're not saying everything they said was a lie.
Anyway, they was afraid. Period.
Yeah. As a team, as a whole unit, as a team, there was no confidence. You got to think about from the beginning of this whole entire situation, they talked themselves into some shit where Oscar tried to get him out of it. Right. Oscar tried to pull him out of it like, yo, bro, you trying to take advantage of our rookie. Right. You know Oscar was already going in another direction with Schofield because he just got put on his pockets in his last fight. The fight before that, he was jumping in the headbutts like he was a WWE wrestler, splitting over his eye, under his eye. He had so much to just be worked on as a fighter. He just wasn't there yet to be challenging for no championships. I mean, he was number one in the WBA rankings. I'm sure they could have bidded and tried to make a fight with Tank, but they knew better than to do that. Right. So now the father's on a campaign going media platform, the social media platform, the content creator platform, putting out stories about these guys sparring each other, how they know who he is. He's been bred to do this ever since he was 7 years old. And Shakur ask Shakur. He got into it with Greg Hackett, got into a big old thing with Greg Hackett about it. I mean, this goes deep, guys. We know they've been talking for I'm talking about a year worth of just to the point where people were just like, yo, man, Schofield Sr., bro. Finally, somebody called him out and they bluffed. Shakur Stevenson was like, say less, King. The Williams Zepeda said he hurt his hand. He's not going to fight me. You next, bro. Let's do it. Let's get it, man. You said you was going to break my jaw. You said I know something. You keep telling everybody, asking me, let's make the fight happen. It got too real for them, Blue. It got too real for them. Exactly.
That's what I said. Shakur came. It's one thing. You got these dudes sitting on the hill, Tank and Shakur in that division. You was throwing rocks at the throne while they sitting at the top of the hill. They were minding their business, pretty much focusing on one another and other things around them. You still because they respected that you still making a name for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And you talking your talk to be in the limelight. Cool, understood. But when Zepeda pulled out, and then he had that fight canceled, and then he hurt his hand.
Mm-hmm.
That opened up things, and Shakur said, "Okay, you've been talking. You've been doing all that talking. You the perfect comeback fight to test my hands on."
I'm gonna send that right over, Eddie. Send that right over.
Let's get right on that.
Yeah, get that over there to them. They ready to go, right?
Yep.
They ready to go. Let's get it done.
Let's get right on that.
Right.
And then they couldn't back out.
Nope.
Because it looked terrible.
Yeah.
See, they knew. See, he kept saying, they ain't gonna fight us. Shakur ain't gonna fight us.
They
ain't
know
gonna fight us because they felt like they was too far out there to want to come back and actually focus on them.
Right.
But then Shakur did a about face, and Shakur said, "You know something? I ain't got nothing else to do. Why not you?"
Mm-hmm.
And now you was too far gone. You had to respond. And then all of a sudden you start talking about Shakur ain't passed this test. They sabotaged my travel books.
Yeah, my passport.
My passports.
Flattened my tires.
My tires got slashed. You know, they raided my house.
Pulled guns on us.
Yeah.
Floyd Schofield Jr. said, "I never had a gun pulled on me."
Right. And
traumatizing.
Right. And then
they even remember they stole his mouthpiece.
Right.
They stole his mouthpiece out the truck.
Right, stole his mouthpiece. Right. Then it was Shakur's team had people that knew people in his team that, bro, we ain't never heard none of this coming from Shakur's side with nobody. Oscar Valdez, Jamel Herring, nobody had this issue but him.
100%, bro.
All of a sudden, we talk about Shakur Steve. The first thing people say when they mention Shakur ain't got no power.
He pillow fisted.
Shakur can't do this. Shakur can't do that. All of a sudden, Shakur Stevenson is on performance enhancers. This person, to look that far into it.
Yeah, bro.
He said, I didn't look into it. Somebody sent it to me. The fact that you acknowledged it to the point where you put up Yoshino passed the test. Artem Haratinian passed the test.
Right.
Edwin De Los Santos passed the test, but Shakur Stevenson didn't pass it. Oh, watch the Vada. Remember, then he put watch Vada turn around and set it up where they gonna say Shakur passed tomorrow, y'all. Watch, they gonna say Shakur passed tomorrow, y'all.
Yeah, bro. You're not gonna live this down. You're not gonna live this down, bro. It's bad. It's really
Future,
horrible.
what's up, family? Yeah. So the thing is, they went a step too far. Period.
Definitely.
And
I think the intensity of the event they were at, they never been a part of nothing like that. I think that it just put the nail in the coffin. It overly intimidated them when they saw how much Turkey was investing. You know, you drop down in Riyadh, you're looking at everybody showing up, you're looking at the lights, you're seeing the fireworks, you see how the city's popping off of this, you see everybody's probably asking him, talking around him like, yo, bro, you sure this is crazy? Man, congratulations, you really trying something crazy, man. If you pull this off, you know, it's becoming realer and realer and realer. You know, they said they were in Riyadh for 3 weeks. They were in Riyadh for 3 weeks. Floyd Schofield Jr. and Floyd Schofield Sr. have been in Riyadh for 3 weeks now.
Wow. Didn't know
so
that.
You've been on the tab of His Excellency, right? You've been on his tab. You know how he rolling it out. You already know he rolling it all the way out, bro. He's giving you the top facilities, the best food, the best accommodations. 3 weeks. 3 weeks, bro. You sitting out there just to be in the 9th inning, bro, and catch a stomach virus, bro, and say you can't make this fight happen.
Right.
You may have legitimately burnt the bridge with the future of boxing.
Yeah,
you might be blackballed. And
then Clay, to say that, because people was saying that the dad is now saying that they poisoned him. It was some cream. You said it was snack and
masseuse, right?
And the masseuse. Bro, come on, bro.
Why would you even, bro? With all the stories that they had, right, about all the attempts by supposedly Shakur Stevenson's Shakur Stevenson's team allegedly trying to stop this fight from happening. How would you let his masseuse get anywhere near your son? How would you let Shakur Stevenson's masseuse get anywhere near, even in the same hotel on the same floor? I'd have been like, get out of here. How much more paranoid do you need to get?
Right.
To where you willing to let the next guy's masseuse touch your son?
Right.
Touch your son. I've heard stories of fighters bringing their own bottled water and won't even drink no bottled water from the building. Won't drink no water and won't eat no food. You listen to Zab Judah tell the story about when he went to St. Louis to go fight Corey Spinks. How they couldn't eat nowhere. They had to stay in the hotel room. People were threatening them. They couldn't eat they could only eat the food that they brought with them from Brooklyn. His story gets deep on what they did, the extent they went to protect themselves, because how much hate they was getting from St. Louis over fighting Corey Spinks. You telling me you caught a massage of Shakur Stevenson's personal masseuse?
Right.
Come on, bro.
Not only that, Clay. Now, Tyson Fury said the same thing with the water. Remember, he said he went over there, he couldn't drink no water because he was dehydrated. Right. And you remember after one of the fights, they gave Fury water, and he was like, "Who gave you that water?" Exactly. And he's like, "No, I'm not drinking that."
Straight up.
So you gonna let, like you said, Clay, you gonna let Shakur Stevenson masseuse come on, man. Make it make sense.
It really don't make no sense, bro. It can't make no sense, man.
Well, it does make sense because we know why. Because they was looking for a way out.
Yeah, bro.
They were setting up a way out, right? And they did.
Yeah, this is scam level diabolical, bro. This is like scam level. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is scam level, bro. You should never. And didn't they pull out their fight with H2O too?
I think
because of some hand injury or something like that. They were supposed to fight, and then H2O went and took that last minute replacement in Luca's body and got the knockout of the year candidate. Got the knockout of the year done on him. Yeah, bro, your guys ain't building up the best reputation. Now he's gonna have to fight high risk, low reward fighters. He's gonna have to fight an Abdullah Mason. He's gonna have to fight Andy Cruz. He's gonna have to fight somebody low, you know what I mean, to build his name up, and he's gonna get clipped down there. And he's gonna get clipped.
Yep. So now, salute to Swift 718, my brother in the building, in super chat, dropping that Cinco on this in super chat. Stop the madness. I'm sticking behind this. I was looking forward to this fight. Is Joe Cordina available? I don't know, man. That's a good question, right, Swift? I was just going to ask Clay that.
It's two fights that they're weighing out.
Yeah, I see the two fights. But if we had the choice, who do you think should be the replacement? It's only 3 days out, but who would you get?
One of those two guys. I wouldn't take nobody. I wouldn't take no top dude, bro, with 4 days. I'm not doing that to myself. It's not worth it. I'm gonna take a fight just to be busy. You know what I'm saying? Maybe if it was like 2 weeks out, 2-3 weeks out, even then I'd be. But I'm not taking 4 days. You know what I'm saying? No type of film study done. No type of strategy put out there. Wow, I'm not risking. I'm at a point in my career where everything counts for me, especially with the uphill battle I'm already dealing with, as far as being a boring fighter, you know what I mean? My hand got just too many things are on the table, bro. I can't risk it. I'm not playing no games with no killer. I'm not doing, not to even say that Joe Cordina is a killer, but I'm gonna take me a Josh Padley, or you know what I mean, one of those names that you just said that they just offered me. I'm gonna take one of those names, get my money, and go home.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, Shakur just need to work anyway for his hands.
That's it. Let's get him working. I wonder if they're going to keep him in the same spot on the card, though. Because that's going to be diabolical, too, if they put him down as like the opening fight, or, this is the type of stuff that beef could really pop off on. Like, you really...
Yeah, what spot is he? The third spot, right?
He was a third spot behind Parker and Daniel Dubois, yeah.
Yeah. Who else is on the card?
I mean, you got the opening fight is supposed to be Ajit Kabiel and Zeli Zhang. That's supposed to be the opening fight, the first fight. So you got Ajit, you got Carlos Adames and Hamza Shiraz. You got Caleb Smith and Joshua Buatsi. You got
that's a good fight.
Awesome fight. You got what comes on after that. And I know all the names. I'm trying to think of the one that will come out. I know obviously Israel Madrimov and Virgil Ortiz.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, Shakur was the fourth fight.
No, he was a third. I think he was gonna be third, bro. I think they're gonna put Virgil and Madrimov
before him.
Before him, yeah. Maybe I'm wrong, man. I don't know. I think so though. I think so.
He'll probably switch spots with them, right?
I guess. I mean,
he would have to.
Honestly, Josh Padley and Shakur Stevenson.
So that's a solid fight.
You put that ahead of Jeet Cabell and Zhilei Zhang? Maybe they'll switch. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's a big fight, man. That's a heavyweight fight. That's for an interim WBC title.
Yeah, Eli said Virgil fight was fourth.
Yeah.
Yeah, they made excuses. All can't boxing Paul Owens. Yeah. So he can't be that third fight. He can't fight them and then be over Virgil and Israel Madrimov. No way.
Mm-hmm. Not with no Josh Padley, bro. It just doesn't make no sense. Not with no Josh Padley, bro.
Nah.
Joshua Padley.
The fact that was him and Kid Austin was before that fight was questionable.
Yeah.
Because Madrimov and Virgil Ortiz is going to be that's a headline fight right there.
Both those guys, and I can't wait till we start talking about the fights in this card because I've been I've been rolling around these fights really for the past 2 weeks. I've just been chilling and waiting for this week to come up because I knew Keyshawn had his week, and I didn't want to be talking about February 22nd the whole week when Keyshawn's, week was coming up. But I mean, yeah, bro, both those guys may very well be different fighters, Blue. Both those guys had career-changing fights, and not for the negative, like positively, fights that I think they came out on the other side better. Virgil Ortiz and Sergey Bohachuk, that's a career-changing fight. Considering that he was knocking everybody out in the first and second round to go 12 rounds and win a fight that most people thought you lost, a lot of people thought you lost, and it was Fight of the Year candidate. I think it was actually Fight of the Year. It got the Fight of the Year accolades. You got to get better. And then you got Robert Garcia as a trainer. I know you got better. I know Robert Garcia had too much film to study on that fight to improve Virgil. And then obviously Israel Madrimov has a fight with Terrence Crawford, 12 rounds with Terrence Crawford. That's a lot of data to process, bro. That's like I don't want to say a boxing lesson, but that kind of experience is priceless. Both these fighters should be coming into this fight the best version of themselves. Or even new versions of themselves. So even whatever fight you thought you were going to see, rethink it a little bit and know that it might be different. You might have a Virgil Ortiz who's boxing all of a sudden, who's taking his time and boxing all of a sudden. You might have an Israel Madrimov now who's boxing all of a sudden because he was supposed to go into that fight, the puncher, the bigger guy, but he decided to become the boxer, but arguably won that fight according to some people. Not me. I didn't think he won that fight at all. But a lot of people felt like, he competed with Terrence Crawford at the highest level and won a lot of rounds. And, some people feel like it was a draw or that he won the fight. So he got better. He has more confidence in himself. Virgil Ortiz is going to be fighting a way more experienced Israel Madrimov than Terrence Crawford did. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So who's supposed to win that fight? A lot of people are saying Israel Madrimov, but Virgil Ortiz.
And Virgil Ortiz was in Fight of the Year.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they both was in very good fights.
Right. And Virgil has that experience of fighting an Eastern European fighter, right? He was Fight of the Year with a hard punching European fighter. So, he's seen this Eastern European style of boxing.
Right.
Right.
So this is just I just can't. Virgil and Israel Madrimov has to move up on the card.
Yeah. That should be right behind Joseph Parker and Daniel Dubois.
Daniel Dubois, yeah. And then Shakur, and out of respect for Shakur. It's no disrespect for him that he's moving down, but now you're going to be straight up in a tune-up fight. Right.
If you get number 4 in this card, it's still a very admirable position to be in. This card is very packed out, high level of fighters on this card, bro. A number 4 spot on a 8-fight card, 7-fight, 8-fight card.
And on top of that, right, Clay, let's say we don't know, Shakur's opponent might be hesitant. Is he going to give it his all? Is Shakur going to step on the gas, or is he going to look to get rounds in? You know what I'm saying?
They're going to give it all, bro. They're in front of Turkey. Everybody who fights in front of Turkey knows what's going on. They always step up, Blue. They always fight their hardest fights, bro, because they want to get at least, even if they lose, they want to get invited back. You know what I'm saying? They fight hard, bro. All the fights are going to be hard. Watch. They're all going to be competing at a high level because they want to come back. They want to come back.
Where does Floyd Schofield go from here? Does he go back down to, because now you was linked with, your name was linked with Shakur Stevenson. Do you go back down now?
Listen, man.
Fight those levels of fighters?
Listen,
where
man.
do you go from here? Because if I'm Shakur, I'm not giving you the opportunity no more.
Never. I'm not even saying your name again.
Right. And if this also is a deterrent when you're talking about the Tank Davis, I'm not Tank Davis. Why would I even entertain you? You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna entertain him no more.
Nobody, bro. First of all, you're a high risk because you're a puncher.
Right.
Period. You're a wild puncher, but you're a puncher. You're undefeated. You're a puncher. So you're already a high risk. So who's going to gamble? Why is it worth the gamble at this point? You know what I mean? Who? At 135, was Keyshawn going to fight you? For what reason? Why would Keyshawn do that? You know what I'm saying? Is Vasily Lomachenko going to fight you? Man, hell no. Is Raymond Moratala and or the winner between him and Zaru Abdullah going? No, bro. There's no. Honestly, I'll be real with you. I wouldn't be shocked if he went to 140, especially if there was a weight cut issue. If that is consistent, if there was some kind of problem cutting the weight, I wouldn't be surprised if he goes to 140. If he doesn't go to 140, getting that WBA rankings and maybe try to you know, I don't know, maybe try to make a fight with a Oscar Duarte, or you know what I'm saying, make a fight with somebody like that. But it's gonna be a hard fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, bro, this is just not a good look for his brand. This is a terrible look, Clay, because now, you know what it is, Clay? It's the Demetrius Andre Jamel Charlo situation. When Demetrius Andre pulled out that fight, his credibility was gone.
Right, and he's a high risk fighter now, low reward.
Yeah, I ain't got to fight you. And like you said, Clay, not only are you a high risk fight in the ring, but you a high risk that you might pull out the fight. And everybody ain't everybody's not turkey that can afford for you to pull out the fight.
Yo, he's hurt, Blue. He's hurt his whole brand. Like, I'm gonna be real. Fire your father, bro.
Yeah.
You need to remove him. You need to be separated by him. You need to get under the wing of Oscar and Bernard. You know what I'm saying? Like, get directly under their wing. Allow them to get you a trainer. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what trainer. You know what I mean? Like, Floyd Schofield Jr. is a victim of his father's mouth. He's a decent little fighter. He just has been worked the wrong way. He's got a lot of scar tissue on his face he shouldn't have had. He's not being managed properly. Even that fight he had that time against whatever, I can't remember his name. I'm gonna pull it up. But the fight he had against starts with an S. It was a cheating, dirty fighting, dirty ass fighter.
Oh, yeah, that rough, nasty fight, right?
Right. He shouldn't even been in the ring with him. That was bad. That was bad management within itself. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
To have him go through that with it was it Ricardo Lopez Torres? No, 1-2. Yeah, it was, right?
Yeah,
I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was.
Yeah.
No. It was Esturi Suero.
Oh,
Suero.
right. Yes.
Right. Ended up in a disqualification in the 5th round.
Right.
Horrible management. Why in the world was this kid, because he already had a bad reputation of doing these things.
Right.
Why would you put your prospect and this kid who has all this promise in the ring with a savage like that? For what reason?
Right.
For what reason?
Because he's too busy talking his son into fights that he's not ready for. And again, it's okay to believe that your kid is the best in the world, but let him blossom, let him grow.
Right.
He's trying to put him in a conversation. No, my son, you can put my son in the ring with Tank right now. We the only ones that know how to knock Tank out.
They know. They know.
Everybody knows.
Right. Horrible, bro.
It's
Horrible,
just,
bro.
it's not a good look. Salute my brother Charles Edward Cheese. Back in the building. Back into the chat. Dropping another $1 morning to the super chat. He said, one, I've been tired lately, and I'm glad I canceled my trip to Saudi. That fight being off would have pissed me off for real. Two, I'm not high on Virgil, man. Might age like milk, but Majimov by KO. I got the same prediction.
Yeah, I got Madrimov winning the fight. I ain't gonna lie.
I got Majimov winning that fight.
Yeah.
Unless he does what Clay just said, where suddenly he comes out and he's a boxer.
Right.
Which
he can, because look what Robert Garcia did with Ryo.
Right. But the thing is the style matchup that makes me hesitant, right? Because Majimov, if we get Majimov that fought Terrence Crawford,
right?
If that version of Majimov fought Terrence Crawford fights Virgil, because I did see fights that Majimov had where he ain't look that.
He's
way.
the puncher, right? He's like Serhi to a degree,
right. So again, if that version that's in and out, you know what I'm saying, his timing, his rhythm is awkward, and he's bouncy, and he's in shape, because his conditioning for Crawford to do that for 12 rounds,
crazy,
was ridiculous. I'm like, at some point in time, he gonna slow down. He ain't never slowed down.
Yeah, and Crawford was checking him to the body.
Yeah, and Crawford was hitting him to the body.
Yeah.
So again, if that version of Madrimov show up, I don't think that the best version of Virgil can beat that best version.
Yeah, I mean, look, Virgil has equalizers. You know what I'm saying? First of all, he's a hard puncher. And punchers are always in the game. You know what I mean? Punchers are punchers, right? They could be doing bad, but as long as they in the fight, it's a problem. Number two, he's a great body puncher. He's a real good body puncher. You know what I'm saying? So that being said, he can slow down Madrimov. He can take the legs from him. I think he punches probably in the body harder than Terrence probably. Virgil's like got a lot of body stoppages. So it's about the setup.
He sits down on his punches a lot more.
100%. So he sits down on his punches and he knows how to set him up. I mean, the guy was like 100% knockout ratio until he just went with Serhi. You know what I'm saying? Chuck. So, and I mean, he got a good corner, man. This is one of those fights where, Robert Garcia is right there in the conversation. You talk about him when you talk about Virgil. That corner he has is going to make a difference as well. Not to mention that Saudi is known for having a pretty quiet stadium. They're not really noisy over there like that. So Robert's going to be able to help Virgil out from the side too while the fight's going on. He's going to be able to talk to Virgil's going to hear. We're going to hear Robert Garcia screaming out, you know what I'm saying, commands of Virgil. That's what I would expect unless they change the culture over there. So I'm still going with Madrimov, but I'm telling you guys, this is a very close to 50-50 fight, man. Virgil could definitely win this fight. Straight up can win this fight.
Clay, everybody's sending me that post now.
Which one, with the snack and the masseuse?
Bro, I got to show the people this. This is so ridiculous.
Yeah, bro.
He says Shakur's masseuse wiped cream on my son.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro.
This dude is Clay. He is, like you said, bro. He's not fit to be in this position.
Even if he feels that way, his common sense should know just not to say that, bro. They poisoned my son. Is this snack work? Shakur massage lady wiped the cream on my son. Come on, bro. And that's coming from Floyd Schofield's Instagram. I mean, Twitter. Right.
Because he runs his social media.
Exactly.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah. I wouldn't even say that even if I believed it at this point, I would know not to say that just because of everything else. You just keep that to yourself, bro.
Right. That's something that Shakur literally should sue him because
At
now
this
you
point,
try. Yeah.
right?
Now at this point, Shakur should just sue him now.
Yeah, for defamation.
Yeah, it's ridiculous now, bro. Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Shakur masseuse white cream on my son. When? Where?
Mm-hmm.
Boston Poe Owens, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco. One is this super chat. Much love, and we appreciate you, brother. My brother Hope Nell in the super chat, dropping that Cinco. Honest in the super chat. He said, you know, Tank my favorite fighter, but I can't get behind that nonsense. He was talking in that interview.
No,
Right,
fan,
because here's the thing, Hope now, because you are a real boxing fan. It's okay to have favorite fighters as a real boxing fan.
right?
It's nasty work to not be a boxing fan and then just stand behind any and everything simply because you're a fan of a man. There's a difference. What he said today, and me and Clay will get to that later on, but just to touch on it, when he said that Devin and Shakur is not in his generation, essentially, is what he said. That's just like, bro, what are you talking about?
Even the guy who was interviewing him was like, come on, bro. Like, he was even, I'm confronting him on a lot of stuff that he was saying. Like even on the Lamont Roach fight, he was like, come on, bro, what is that fight about? He was like,
right,
come on, bro. Like, you trolling us, right? He's like, nah, man, he's gonna be a good fight. I'm telling you, he can fight. He's like, bro, but yeah, bro, no offense. He was saying, I mean, this is somebody who has respect for Tank, who Tank respects because he went on the show and said he would come back on there. This is somebody who's really a fan of Tank from Baltimore area who just had to keep it 100 and had to protect the credibility of his own platform and keep it 100 to say nobody understands this fight. This fight is not a fight that you should be fighting. It's not a fight that represents the level that you're at and what you've achieved and what people are expecting from you. Why are you doing these fights? And then you try to paint these other pictures about fighters not being available and them having schedules. But that's all nonsense. If you called Shakur a week ago, 2 weeks ago, about making a fight with him, he would sign the paperwork to make the fight happen, even though he got Schofield to fight. You know what I'm saying? Even though all the stuff he said about fine Williams and Pater or fighting whoever, it's not true. You know what I mean? Especially with the face of boxing accolades that your fan base consistently throws in everybody's face. And you've even said before, absa effing lutely that you are. These things don't get in the way of those type of people. Those things don't get in the way of Canelo Alvarez, those things don't get in the way of Canelo. Canelo doesn't say I was going to fight that guy, but he got 3-fight deal with this other promotional company. And how am I supposed to make a fight with him? What are you talking about? And
then he said, oh, they calling me out when they got fights. They didn't have fights.
Yeah, bro.
It's almost like, Clay, I'm starting to feel like they be listening to these platforms and they see the support that they get.
Right.
And they regurgitate what these platforms are saying.
Right.
What are you didn't know that they didn't have fights? When did they have fights?
Brother, Shakur said you guys reached out, the team, and I got a whole connect the dot things as well with that whole entire Steven Espinosa saying that Shakur was looking for a 1-fight deal, looking for a 3-fight deal, not a 1-fight deal. But bottom line is your team reached out and asked Shakur his availability, and he said he was available. That's what he said to you. Right. So what do you mean he had a fight already planned?
Right. And then he said Devin had a fight. Devin called you with that whole thing with Turkey was after he beat Regis. What fight did he have planned?
Yeah, bro.
He had no fight. As a matter of fact, remember, Floyd told Ryan, don't even fight Devin. He didn't even have that fight.
Right.
The only reason that fight materialized is because, remember, Ryan said, I know Floyd, and everybody said don't do it, but I already gave the people my word, so I'm going to do it.
Right.
So, when?
Yeah, it's not true. That was a disingenuine interview. There was a lot of parts in that interview where he's saying stuff. I mean, literally, like when one of your children is like BSing you and lying to you when you're trying to figure out what they did in school, like, you know what I'm saying? Like playing with your
Right.
faith. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
selling half truths and, you know, not answering certain questions, and dude had to double up and ask him again, and then saying weird things and things that I'm not even too sure if he knew the answers to as he was saying them. He was kind of guessing the same way his fans guess, which leads me to believe that his handlers were doing things that he's not aware of. He's not sure of how those things worked out. Because once again, being confronted with the whole entire situation, why wouldn't you, co-sign or confirm or not confirm what happened with the Shakur Stevenson situation? You feel me? Because your team reached out to him and he confirmed his availability. So why wasn't there an offer sent? Why wasn't these things put together? And why didn't you have the answers to be like, oh, we tried to make a fight with Shakur and he went and did this. That's not what you said. So you don't know what's going on with your handlers and what the Steven Espinosas and the Leonard Ellerbys of your team are putting together for you. And then now you're instead of looking like you don't have a finger on the pulse of what's going on with your career, you started filling in the blanks with like speculation. Like, what about that guy? He had a fight. Jay, hold on. What about you? Were just kind of like, it was just like hit or miss with you, and you just saw the inconsistencies in what he was saying. It was a bad look for him. I don't care. It was a bad look.
It was a terrible look.
Yeah, it was.
Salute Cheese. He said he can outbox Dev, but he can be outboxed by Devin Shakur, but he know he could take their power. Right. But the thing is, he said something very, very telling, Cheese.
Mm-hmm.
He's scared to lose in front of the people.
Exactly.
And he knows there's a chance he can lose to Devin and Shakur. And he don't like that, the thought. And remember, this was so alarming to me, Clay. He said some people are built for that, some people are not. He is the not.
Yeah.
He's not built to lose in front of those people. He said, when I see 1,000, he said it. Remember with Ryan, man, I was scared. Ryan hit me with that left hook. He knows there's a chance he's going to get knocked out. He knows there's a chance that Devin and Shakur can outbox him. He knows, regardless of what the people be saying, Clay, when they be here, oh, but he still knocked him out. He still did this. He knows, because he's in the ring, you know. You like, hey, bro. To give you an example, right, Clay? I play corner, right? And I was one of the best corners. And then I went to flag, rough touch flag, right? The 1A league. And we played this team, and they had this white kid on the team. And man, this kid was so shifty and so fast. And my team kept, hey, Blue, you just stay on him. You follow him. I knew my limitations, Clay. When I played on the right side of the field, I was better than playing on the left side. Right? And I was already older. Right? This kid, I think he figured it out. He kept going to the left side. Right? And I'm like, bro. But I was outsmarting him because I just got up to the line. He was slender kid. So he got up, every time I got up to the line, I just jammed him and ran him out of bounds. You know what I'm saying? But we played them in the playoffs, and I told my man who ran the team and was the safety, I said, hey, bro, now everybody, I ain't give up one touchdown the whole year. I didn't give that kid didn't have one catch that game. But I knew to myself, hey, bro, this kid he could get loose on me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He could get very loose on me. So I told my my man that ran the team, who was a safety, I said, hey, bro. And I made it up. I ain't gonna lie to you, Clay. I was like, yo, my toe hurting a little bit. Just play over the top. Man, I was 100% healthy, Clay.
Yeah, you just knew that. You wasn't trying to get your.
I'm like, bro, I got away with it that game. Now we in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Against this kid again. And I was like, hey, bro, play over the top. And he was like, nah, you got him. You got him. Hey, Cheese, I straight up lied, bro. I faked the injury, bro. I ain't going to hold y'all. And Clay, we get on the right side of the field, which I tell you was my strong side. So I'm like, when he started staying on the right side. So I'm like, oh, he tweaking, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I tell the slot on the other side kept getting loose, Clay. So I say, hey, I tell the safety, I got him on. I'm good. Favor that side. The moment I said that, Clay, Clay, I kid you not. He picked up on my habit. I went because I would jam him out of bounds. So, once you go out of bounds as a receiver, you can't be the first one to touch the ball.
Exactly.
So I used the sideline as my second advantage. So I went to jam him, and Clay, he slipped. He figured it out. He slipped on the inside. I caught up to him, but it was a slant, and I seen the ball. They threw the ball. I seen the ball. It was like slow motion. I'm like, I'm selling out because I know if he catch it,
pass
I'm not
interference.
catching him. Yeah, I'm not catching him. So I sold out, Clay, and I just dove and I tipped the ball, right? And Brody caught it. I tipped it, and I'm like, as I'm going down, I'm like, oh, I got it, right? Because I'm thinking like, I got enough of it, he can't catch it. Man, listen, I looked up, Clay. Brody was running to the end zone.
Just like that. I thought you were just going to clip him. I thought you were going to get the pass interference and clip him.
100 yards, Clay. We was on the goal line.
Damn. Did you even get up and run after him? Did you chase him? You just...
No.
You didn't even get
Nope. So from that point forward, I gave him a nice 5-yard cushion.
Yeah.
Never happened again.
Yeah.
But saying this to say, I knew going into that game that he had the potential to do what he did.
Right.
Now, my team and everybody around me, now I was confident that I could guard him, but I knew he had the potential to do what he did, and he did it. And I was first team All-Star that year. I didn't give up one touchdown. I was on my grind.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I knew this kid, out of all the kids, there was a kid that was like 6'4". He played for Hofstra, a wide receiver. He was killing the league. He was big. He was lethargic. I was like, I ain't worried about him. I got him. You know what I'm saying? But this kid, I'm like, bro, nah. White kid too. And his dad chirping in my ear. Because, flag, they could stay right there. Bro, his dad was going in the whole game, the first game. Oh, you can't guard my son, which was, it was motivating me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I ain't giving this kid nothing. But in my brain, I knew. I'm like, bro, in open space, he gonna chew me up.
Right.
If we get in open space, I'm cooked.
Right.
I'm cooked. Like I got to get him to the sideline. I got to, you know what I'm saying? I'm cooked.
Bring that real estate on him and make him operate in as small space as possible.
Yeah, I can't get this dude an inch because he gonna cook me.
Right.
And he cooked me. I ain't give him he got one more catch in that game with for like 3 yards, but bro had 103 yards on 2 catches and a touchdown on me, bro.
He already hit the stats up. He already got the stats together in that first play.
Stats was looking good. We still won, but the stat sheet was looking good, bro. So saying this to say, Tank knows to himself, regardless of what the people think, oh, I'm just going to. That's why he said what he said about Devin, Clay, when he said, what if I can't get a decision over there?
He said, I already know I got to knock him out, or I ain't going to get.
Right. Exactly. Which let me know, and we were saying it then. Remember, Clay? We like, that means that he knows that it's a chance that Devin going to be outboxing him, not making 100%. A mistake, and make it to the 12th round and not get knocked out. Look, regardless of what the people want to say, oh, Devin is pillow fisted, he get knocked out. No, another thing is, Tank watched Devin get up from them hooks from Ryan Garcia every time. Whether you felt like the ref should have stopped it, whether you thought they gave him extra time or nothing, he still got up. And Ryan hits, hey, bro, Ryan is nothing short of Tank with punching power.
Yeah, bro. Bro, the interview exposed. Oh man, bro. Like I said on my show earlier today, bro. Shout out to Tank because he's transparent and he's not. He gonna tell the truth, bro. Like he's not. I'm never gonna call. I'm not gonna call Tank. I've never seen Tank really lie. When he gets a mic, that's why he stays quiet. He doesn't do interviews and he's not sitting out here communicating because of interviews like that. Because he gonna talk and he gonna expose it. He gonna expose it, and he did, man. People can say whatever they want to say. The Tank fans can say whatever they want to say. He told his truth, and God bless him for telling the truth, bro. Because too many times when you're talking to these Tank fans, they're operating off of made up speculation. Because he don't talk to y'all, he don't give y'all interviews, he don't answer y'all, he don't do nothing for y'all. You know what I'm saying? So he comes out with this interview, and it's just countering all y'all whole entire narrative that you guys have been pushing about the way he operates, the way he thinks, what he's gonna do, what he's not gonna do. Tank at the end of the day is, I had somebody in my chat today. I had to put him. I didn't want to say I put him on blast, but I guess I kind of did. Just kind of saying the dude said, he a Tank fan. He was like, Tank fans don't care Tank fans want to see Tank knock people out. They don't care who he fight. Y'all sit here all the time trying to, and I put him on blast. Like, see what I'm saying? This has got to go, and this goes into probably another part of this conversation, which is, what is Tank presence bringing to boxing?
Right.
What, what I mean? Is it better for him to just go ahead and retire and just move on? Just because this is not healthy for the sport.
Right.
It's not healthy for the sport, bro.
Not at all.
Right? It's not helping the sport out. Like,
no. Because he's in a position of power, because he has, so much stardom and talent, right? Because that's another thing that can't be disputed. He's uber talented. You know what I'm saying? So because he has a position of power, because he, he's such a superstar, and because he has such a huge fan base, a rabid fan base, as we say, right? That it's detrimental to the sport. Because what he's doing is not pushing. He's told us at this point in time, right, that he's solely here for a paycheck.
Right.
Period.
I mean, you would assume that most fighters, that's what they're here for, but the way he said it, I don't know, bro. It didn't sit well with me, bro. It was just like, he's finessing the fans, bro. He's finessing the fans, bro. And especially when that dude confronted him on.
Hold up. Listen to this, Clay. I just got word that Tank Fight is going to have limited boxing media and will have multiple influencers at Tank's press conference as Tank is preparing for his last fight, as he's announcing this will be his last fight with Lamont Roach. World Stars reporting it. And
with a grain of salt.
Yeah, so now he's supposed to have my brothers in the media is sending me this. That they being denied.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So they want, yeah.
You don't want to get confronted with the questions. Those 2 interviews he did, especially the last one, has damaged his credibility, bro. He said so much stuff in there that I can't believe the powers that be around him is in support of him saying. Like him saying that him and Al agreed they're going to retire. I don't know if the BBC wanted people to know that. You feel me? I don't know if the BBC wanted that to get out.
Yeah.
I don't know that. But yeah, man, as far as Tank for boxing,
and he had a media workout, and they're saying a lot of boxing media wasn't present. And he's being trained by Barry Hunter, of course. But anyway, it goes back to what we was just saying, right? It's not propelling the sport forward. Hope now, brother, in the super chat, dropping that Cinco. honest as he said. He said, what really pissed me off is when I was watching an interview and he said that my wife looked at me and said, "What's up with your boy?"
Basically, he's saying his wife looked at him. No, his wife
Okay. Oh, your wife looked at you and said,
and he
"What's
said
up?"
that.
Yeah.
And he said that, and my wife looked at me and said, "What up with your boy?"
Yeah.
I see somebody. Shout out to Blaze.
Max 7 Life says, watch, you're gonna miss him. What are you talking about? We talking about the sport. Miss him from doing what?
You gonna miss him. Let's be real. Don't project.
Different breed. You right, Queen. You know what Champ says? Champ Size said that earlier, right? And I didn't even I didn't think about it. I didn't even think about it, Queen. But salute to the Queen K Different Breed. She said, if you notice, none of Tank interviews were with a boxing podcast. Salute. You're right.
Yeah. But I figure he did that because he just wanted to be comfortable, being able to kind of speak like, street, you know what I mean? Have that slang, you know what I mean? Have that swag about him that he could be relaxed instead of having to be, speaking the right way. It's like a Jim Lampley or something like that. But
right. They're not gonna question him.
Right. Exactly.
What's the word I'm looking for, Clay? They're not gonna follow up.
Right.
Like myself, you
right.
I'm pretty sure
when he said Shakur wasn't available, they're not going to be like, but I thought y'all checked in. He said he said the guy called him and said he was available. What happened with that?
Right.
They're not, they're not going to push back at the ideas of the things he's saying and have him answering it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if I was asking him a question, he said immediately my response would have been that.
He don't buck with us.
Okay.
We don't. Nobody cares.
Right.
The quote.
I'm trying to see Blaze pound for pound. That's my boy up here. He said something. Hold on, boxers. Oh yeah, he said boxers. He said boxers retire and unretire all the time. Okay, I'm okay with that, right? Maybe that's what he's doing. But why do boxers retire and unretire?
Money.
Yeah, they're trying to get out their situation. They don't want to fight no more. You know what I mean? So they're trying to get out their situation. So now that those shots at the PBC and their ability to facilitate what Tank needs in order to make fights happen, it's all a bad look at the end of the day. It doesn't add up to nothing good at the end of the day, but maybe Tank is trying to listen. He spoke about mental health on the video as well. Jay Hill, I think his name is, was saying how he had to deal with mental health, and he dealt with a therapist, and it, became the best version of himself, and kind of painted that picture for Tank. Tank talked about father figures not being in his life, his father not being there, and he, kind of like attributing a lot of the things he went through in his life to his father not being there, and his brother, his older brother not being there as well, and not being able to help him make certain decisions, et cetera, et cetera. Maybe he's dealing with that. You know what I mean? Who knows? Maybe he's dealing with those things. And like I told people earlier on my show today, Tank can be celebrated for coming out of a real bad situation, group homes and not having no father, and his mom, having some issues, and him being able to now facilitate spaces outside of the hood for his family to live, and changing the whole entire trajectory of his bloodline. These things are admirable, and we can celebrate him for those things, right? But I also said today that I'm here for boxing, though. My channel is here for boxing.
Right.
I'm here to talk about boxing, and those things are great for him, and I'm happy for him. But as far as what he's doing for what I'm talking about, the boxing, this is toxic.
Right.
To boxing.
It doesn't benefit boxing, and that's the thing that people don't get it. They don't understand. We're here to talk about boxing.
Right.
If you're not going to do the best in boxing, and you are one of the best boxers, then you are doing us a disservice.
Right.
Period. Because we are here for boxing.
100%.
It's just like any other walk of life, right? If you're in the NBA and you decide that you're going to go in a different direction, Michael Jordan, when he went to play baseball, he went in a different direction, right? And yeah, they covered it because Michael Jordan was the greatest basketball player ever. But for the most part, the sport moved on.
Right.
Period. It moved on to Hakeem Olajuwon. Scottie Pippen, so on and so forth. Right? Ohugu, my brother in the super chat, he said, dude waited till last minute to pull out. I'm done. Yeah, nasty work.
That's not going to age well, Mr. Schofield. That's not going to age well.
Not at all.
Bro. So Clay, could you put up Mag 7? What did he say? He said, so Clay, why didn't Shakur and Devin fight T.O. and Shakur? Why didn't Shakur and Devin fight T.O. and Shakur, Devin, and T.O.? Y'all always want Tank to fight. I don't know. You see, Mag, come on, Mag. Mag 7, I mess with you, bro, right? But let's be honest about what you just wrote there, right? So what are you saying? You're tired of us asking him to fight? Mag, is that what you're saying? Like, look what you just wrote there, bro. Look what you just wrote there, bro. This is what I'm talking about, right? I'm talking about stuff like that, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What do you want us to do? Isn't he a boxer, bro? I don't get it.
Right. We asking him to do his job.
I mean, you read it back to yourself, bro. Look at it and read it back to yourself. And then come back on him and be like, I didn't mean to write it that way. What I meant to say, and then show me what you meant to say. I'm going to disregard that. I'm cool with that. We all mistyping, right? Write what you meant to say. And I'll read it again.
Like Stash Lomain. Stash Lomain said you can only have one fight at a time. Now, let me address that, right, Stash Lomain? You can only have one fight at a time. Now, let me put this into layman terms. If you could only have one meal at a time, wouldn't you want that meal to be the best meal? Stash Lomain, if you could have one meal a day, or one meal, in this case, is every 3 months, right? If that. Wouldn't you want that meal to be the creme de la creme?
I don't know, man.
You would want that meal to be the best meal you could possibly have, right? Give you another example. When you get married, you hope, what do most men say? They want to sample their wife before they marry her, because if I'm going to have one woman for the rest of my life,
right,
I want to have the best possible version of said woman. In the bed, outside the bed, and everything.
Yeah.
So
bro.
if you only got one fight at a time, shouldn't you want that fight to be the absolute best possible fight that you could possibly have? No, huh? We got to start making this make sense. We don't make this make sense. Like Clay just said to Mag 7. He talking about Tank got to fight he can't fight everybody. He ain't fighting nobody.
That's what I'm trying to. That's what was going to be my next question. Like, why do y'all always do that? You ain't the first person to say that. You got to fight everybody. What are you talking about? We're not asking them to fight 3 people at the same time in the ring. You act like we talking about, you know what I mean? Like we on gladiator rules or something, bro. No, you could have fought somebody else than Lamont Roach. You could have fought a 135 pounder. You could have flexed. And another thing he said in that interview, which was diabolical, is that he's still in the place where he doesn't ask for no fights.
Right. But Clay, if you have
Ryan is nobody boxing expert,
I have
bro.
a list. I put out a list of fighters that I'm telling you I want to fight before I retired, and he said that. We just asking him to stay true to his own word.
Big facts.
How about just holding people accountable for the things that they said? Hey, bro, you said you was going to do X, Y, and Z. What happened to accountability? Like Al Pacino and Scarface said, I got 2 things in my life, and I don't break them for nobody. My word and my balls, and I don't break them for nobody.
Yeah.
It's the only two things I got in my life.
And the other top fighters fight. Clay, I'm saying is why And the other, hold on a second here. Clay, I'm saying is why ain't the other top fighters fighting each other? Bro. Right now, Turkey Al-Sheikh done gave a 3-fight deal to Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, and Teofimo Lopez. He's put them together in damn near in a tournament, right? Where Devin Haney's going to fight Jose Ramirez. Ryan Garcia's going to fight Rolly Romero. When they win their fights, they're going to fight each other. Teofimo is going to fight either Richard Hitchinson. I don't know if that's still the fight. Then the next fight they're going to try to put together is Boots. And then at the same time, he gets the winner of. So this is not even flying no more. All the biggest fights is being put together slowly but for surely. There's an attempt to it being made. Maybe negotiations, things of that nature, maybe getting in the way of certain fights being made, but Tank won't even put out, his team won't even put out an offer. They're not even opening the line of communication. They're not even making any fights. What they do is they stay in the dark. When they come out, you know what they do? They say, we fighting Lamont Roach. You guys, like I said on my show early today, 10 to 15 years from now, these decisions and these interviews that are going to be still available for people to look at are not going to age well with boxing pundits. It's just not going to age well. You're going to be fighting this fight well into your 50s and your 60s. As you get older, you're going to be having these same arguments about somebody who's not even fighting anymore, because you're never going to be able to sell this. You're never going to be able to sell this as this is the way it should have been. There's just way too much. This is not newspapers and newspaper article clippings and, you know, the telephone game where 100 different people are telling their versions of what happened. They're just going to go back to the video. They're going to see him say he don't ask for fights. They're going to see him ask why he need to fight these dudes. These dudes are going to continue to move on in their career and do things. He's going to retire. Shakur's going to go ahead and do things, get championships, unified championships, move up in weight classes, do things. Devin Haney's going to do things. Keyshawn Davis is going to go do things. And he's going to have this point in period where it stopped. And they're going to ask why, and they're going to see why. They're going to see that he didn't want to do it. It's not going to age well. It's not. And you're going to be fighting this forever. You know what I mean? And asking me and saying, what about Ryan? He fought Ryan, brother. You all know the Ryan fight has a big ass asterisk next to it. Not for Ryan, because Ryan don't get to put an asterisk next to it because he accepted the terms. That's his ass. You feel me? But boxing fans understand why the Ryan that fought Tank is different than the Ryan that fought Devin.
Right. Two different fighters.
They understand completely. You ain't gonna be able to sell that. When Tank talking about he was in shape, was he in shape? Was he?
Right.
Is that what it was?
And he bit a taco. He didn't eat a taco.
Yeah, he also drank a fake beer on the stage with Devin.
Right.
I mean, what does that matter? Didn't he already confirm? Didn't Oscar De La Hoya lose his mind and leave him up there at that post-fight press conference, wouldn't show up there because he was like, I told you not to do that dumbass ish, going up there depleted. Look how crazy you look, getting stopped by a body shot because you ain't got no type of ability to absorb any type of punch.
No resistance.
No resistance at all. And I'm not making excuses for Ryan because that was Ryan's choice. That's his ass. I don't care. That's what he decided to do. I don't feel sorry for Ryan. But boxing fans know that don't count for us in comparison to him fighting a Shakur Stevenson or Keyshawn or Devin or Teofimo or Vasily Lomachenko in his prime, which is a whole nother conversation as well. How he was going to fight that man on his way out the door. Come on, bro.
Right, exactly. And another and I'm going to address one more thing about that too. But salute to Roscoe in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on the super chat. He also lied with Floyd's setup thing, but he would have had to admit he didn't want to fight Loma and not Pedraza. Real fans remember him crying on X. Right. Yes, I remember. Yep. Gerard Too Easy, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on the Center Super Chat. Please say it ain't so. I just heard the news. Did this kid just ruin this card? Tell me it's fake news. Good evening to the chat and the panel. No, it's real. And he didn't ruin the card because there's so many great fights on the card. But, you know, and Shakur is still going to fight. It's just we're going to miss a competitive fight that we was looking forward to for multiple different reasons. Shakur hands, the style matchup, you know, the aggressiveness of Floyd Schofield, it's just interesting to watch that type of fight. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it doesn't ruin the card. Shakur's still gonna fight. I thought Shakur was gonna win anyway. Uh, um, he'll have a stay busy fight, tuna fight. It's still gonna be a great night of boxing because we still got a whole card of fights, and Shakur is still gonna compete on the card. So we still gonna watch Shakur Stevenson fight. It just won't be the fight that we wanted to see. But again, we get, Shakur needed a tune up anyway. I mean, we was questioning, is this a good move on Shakur part anyway with the hand injuries? You know what I'm saying? So he still gets a tune up. He's still active, and we still get a fight. So no, you know what I'm saying? It's still, a good look. We don't. I mean, we miss out on a competitive fight. It's gonna be a least competitive fight. You know what I mean? But we still get to see Shakur in action, and the card is still, top to bottom is still one of the best cards ever. So
that's a fact.
Just think about this, right? We talking about this is Tuesday, it's fight week, and we ain't even mentioned the fact that Artur Beterbiev and Dimitri Bivol is rematching on Saturday.
We don't even talk about it as much as we should, because that fight within itself, I mean,
that's the fight that we was actually looking forward to. You know what I'm saying? Not to mention Madrimov and Virgil Ortiz. You know what I mean? So many big fights, so many big cards, man. So many big fights, so many competitive fights on this card that it doesn't ruin the card. No,
I'm super excited for this card. I hasn't taken away anything from that card except for that fight. And I'm more so just blown away at Floyd Schofield's.
It's the buildup, right? Because
that man talked so much shit. Oh my God!
But he talked his way into this fight.
I mean, he got into it with Greg Hackett, like talking about real beef, green light on him, like the realest beef in the world over this topic, over his son.
Right.
It's crazy how this fight
and Coach Malachi.
And Coach Malachi burned bridges with Coach Malachi, burned complete bridges with him.
Right. So it's huge. One old guy opinion. My brother in the super chat dropping that Cinco. Sounds like Tank put on his boxing proverbial chastity belt, just being facetious.
Facetious, yes, and he is. I love that. I actually love that. The proverbial chastity belt. That's gangster.
Yeah, because what it is that Tank is just telling his truth, like Clay said. He's telling the truth. It's just his truth, and it don't match up to what was being said and the actions that's taking place. Yeah. That's the problem. That's where the problem lies. You know what I'm saying? Because what we're being told, what he's being told, what's happening is two different things. And I need everybody to take a minute and go subscribe to my brother Claymore Rain. The link is pinned up in the chat. Click that link and subscribe to my brother Claymore Rain's channel. The link is pinned up right there in the chat. Please take a minute. If you're not subscribed to my brother Claymore Rain, you see the link is right there pinned up in the chat. Please click that link and subscribe to my brother Claymore Rain. Clay, tell them the times that you come on throughout the week.
10:45 a.m. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And I do prelim fights. I'm gonna start doing the prelims on the fights too. When the prelims on certain cards, obviously not this one. I'm assuming we're gonna do the whole one, being that the whole card's the damn main event. But I'll do the prelims as well, and I think I'm gonna start doing the after parties too on some of the cards. I'll let you know. But definitely Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 10:45 a.m. It's a morning show. Maybe Monday night I might do one too. Maybe.
Okay. And that's Eastern time, people. That's Eastern time. And when we call the fights, we rotate the fights. And when we get to the last two fights, the co-main, the main event, he does the co-main, and then I do the main event. Yes, so I'm his passenger in the co-main event, and then he's my passenger for the main event. And we give our breakdowns in between rounds of the main event. So please do me a favor. Click the link and subscribe to my brother Claymore Rain. The link is right there pinned up in the chat. All you got to do is click the link and follow the steps. Subscribe to his channel, and you could come right back here. Loyalty over dinero, my brother in the super chat. He said Kid Austin would never get a call from Turkey. That's what Clay was saying. You don't want to burn the bridge of the future of the sport. And now Turkey ain't with all these antics either, Clay.
I promise you he not.
Yeah, all of this, hey, they rub cream on my son, and he ain't with all that. He ain't with it. Are you fighting or you not fighting, bro? What we doing? What we doing?
Yeah, man. It's yo, Floyd Sr., you went overseas and had an opportunity to put your son and your family in position to make a lot of money, and you played dumbass nigga games. Excuse my French, you know what I'm saying? Over there, bro. You played stupid ass games over there, dog. Like, even
he wasted his time with the first press conference.
Yeah, you didn't make the first press conference. I can't believe you're sitting here. You would have been better off just being like, yo, I'm so sorry. I don't know why. Kid is sick to his stomach. He's sick. I don't know why. I don't know if it's something he ate, but the whole Shakur Stevenson's team, somebody passed cream, and the whole building of the conspiracy. I mean, it's just diabolical. Like I said, even if it was true, you should have kept it to yourself.
Right. Exactly.
Unless you got like videotape, like video and footage and evidence of being able to prove this. But if you can't prove it, if somebody just got to take your word for it, you should just kept it to yourself.
Brother said, did he really say that? Yeah, this is what he said.
Yeah.
That's what he said. Shakur's massage lady wiped a cream on my son.
Yeah.
Is this the work of snack? First he said, is this the work of snack? So now he's trying, and again, Victor Conte is always the fall guy because of his past. Always the fall guy because of his past, right? So he's trying to say that Snack gave them a cream and he wiped the cream on his son. Man, stop. You sound bizarre. You sound bizarre. Exactly. He said that sounds just like a Brooklyn dude. And remember that movie Demolition Man with Wesley Snipes?
Mm-hmm.
Remember he said, hey, I need to form a team of real hitters.
Right.
He was like, give me those dudes. I need real hitters, but don't give me none of them dudes from Brooklyn. don't give me none of them dudes from Brooklyn.
Big facts,
no
bro.
dudes from Brooklyn on this team.
Big facts. I remember that. Yup.
Yeah. Don't give me none of them dudes from Brooklyn.
Straight up. He was keeping it 100. Shout out Wesley, bro.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Ray said Victor and Saudi selling sickness cream.
It's crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro.
It's diabolical, man. Ray, this is just unbelievable. Yo, only in boxing. This types of thing only operates in boxing.
Yeah, bro. Just
to address what we're saying about Tank earlier. When the brother said why, when Clay was addressing why is these guys not fighting each other and Tank got to fight them. Well, here's the problem that people don't pay attention to. There's a major difference because Tank is in a position of power and they are not. Tank can choose to fight whomever he wants, and they will give him the opportunity and fight him. The only reason, and we found this out later, right? And I had to stand corrected. Tay Brown, peace of blessings, Queen. Salute to the 11520. Blessings, Queen. The thing is with Loma, we found this out later, is that Loma is dealing with a serious back injury that may derail his career from here on out. But Loma would have accepted the fight. They didn't want to put that information out there that he was dealing with that serious back injury that could derail his career. But if not, Loma would have accepted the fight, Clay. We would have got Tank versus Loma in November. So anybody that he knocks on their door and says that he wants to fight, they're pretty much going to accept the fight. So therefore, when people keep saying why they not fighting each other, because it's not easy. It's not as easy for them to fight each other as it is for him to make a fight with them. That's the difference. Because it benefits his team. I mean, excuse me. It benefits the other fighter's team and promoters and managers and so on and so forth financially, that they are willing to make the fight. More so if you're putting Devin and Shakur together, right? It's more of a tug of war for the teams. Nobody want to give ground clay. We want this, we want that, because they don't know what nobody's taking away Tank's selling power.
Right.
Right. So they don't know what stand to make on the back end. Right. So they don't know what money they can make. In the case of them competing with Tank, they know that they're going to get a return on investment, so they don't mind investing in it. So therefore, if Tank comes knocking, everybody pretty much says yes. He's the one in position of power. So when Devin goes knocking on T.O.'s door and T.O. says no because T.O. wants this massive amount of money that Bob Arum and everybody thinks is not worth paying, then we don't see Devin and T.O. because T.O. is like, this is a major fight.
I need
And
20
they're like,
million.
yeah, they're like, well, you pricing yourself out, buddy. And T.O. was like, well, what you mean? This is a big fight. So they like, this fight don't have that value. So now Devin can't fight T.O. because T.O. wants this amount of money. And then the fight falls through. Again, Shakur and Devin.
Right.
Devin offered a certain percentage. Shakur said, hey, I'm worth this. Top Rank is like, we ain't paying that. This is what's available. So Shakur says, well, I'm going to go the route the WBC, force their hand, and get more money. And it went to the wayside again.
It's a fact, Blue.
So therefore, you guys don't understand when you say you want to put him in the same conversation as them, but then on the other hand, you want to say he's above them. Which one is it?
Yeah,
Either
it's like,
go ahead.
yeah, it's just like my kids, right? Like there was a point where my oldest daughter, who's 22 now, would get upset because I treated my 14-year-old at the time different than her, right? Like, you always let her, and you always, I'm like, yo, you want me to treat you like a 14-year-old, or do you want me to treat you like a 22-year-old? Because I'm definitely not trying to treat her like she's 22.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
she's not 22, right? So why do you keep on comparing yourself to her every single time I'm holding you accountable as something? Like, if they get in an argument, I'm like, nah, you the oldest one. I need you to be the one to, why you ain't saying that to her? What do you want me to do? Pick your lane. You want to be treated like the 14-year-old now? You want to not, you want to have phone curfew and give me your phone at a certain time and not be allowed to go on the gram and talk to certain, you know what I mean? To be on certain sites. And you want me to do that, or you want to be grown? Because we got to pick our poison. It's the same thing with Tank. You want me to treat you like a B-side? The Tank fans. You want me to treat him like a B-side fighter? Or do you want me to give him the privilege? Because you guys love the privilege he gets, but you don't like the accountability. Right. Everybody likes to have the foreign, but nobody wants to change the oil. They don't want to put the premium fuel in it. They don't want to pay, you know what I'm saying? They don't want to pay $5,000, you know what I'm saying, to get the tires changed.
What
they don't want to do that.
Clay? I want that car, but I don't want to do the upkeep.
Right. Well, that's what comes with the car. The cool thing about the car is when you pushing it around town, everybody see you in the fly whip. I get it. You know what I mean? It runs smooth. I know, I get it. But here comes the other part that comes with it. After 2-3 months of driving it, have you changed the oil? Well, why you ain't? My Honda Accord was able to. Bro, you do know you're not driving a Honda Accord, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that don't mean, how come every time the Prius was. Bro, once again, you keep jumping around. You keep trying to make this make sense. I don't know what. I need some maturity here for you to understand that this car costs $150,000 for the base model, and you got the hooked up model. What you thought was going to happen when it came time to change the oil? Right. What you thought was going to happen?
Exactly. It's the same thing with everybody, and this is what I tell dudes all the time: date in your league. Everybody wants to date an 8 to a 10, but they don't understand the 8 to the 10 problems that come with the 8 and the 10s.
Yep. Dudes all on your top for your shorty.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Dudes, you know what I'm saying? It gets diabolical out here, right? Here, welcome to the game. Because I get the privilege. I get the good part.
Right. But then there's for every action, there's a reaction.
Right. 100%.
So you want this beautiful woman, okay, she want to be courted. She want Gucci, she want Louis, right? She want Balenciaga. In return, you get her beauty. Yeah, but I work at Walmart. Well, why are you chasing an 8 to a 10?
Right.
Now, there's some exceptions.
For sure.
Right? Terrence Crawford is the 8 to the 10, but he don't care. He'll shop at Walmart.
Right.
Meaning that he'll fight anybody.
Right.
But so that's why those dudes get excluded. Because they will fight anybody.
That's a fact.
They will dare to be great. They're gonna put their greatness to the test.
Facts.
And so Mag 7 Life, you said Tank don't want to give these dudes a payday, and you wouldn't either. Right, because you're not a boxing fan. So now go sit at the kiddie table. You're
Crazy.
not a fan of the sport of boxing.
Mag, what are you talking about, Mag? Come on, bro. What do you mean? What is going on out here, bro? What are you concerned with their bags? As long as you get in your bag,
right?
What the hell are you concerned
as
about
if he ain't
money?
gonna benefit. So let me understand this, right? He gonna cut off his nose to spite his face.
Church.
Because he gonna make more money. Right? Because he gonna make more money fighting them than he will fighting Lamont Roach. So just to spite them, he gonna shortchange himself. Make it make sense.
Yeah, bro. And they're doing it, and he's doing it. His biggest bag is making these fights, these big fights. That's the biggest bag. And you're not taking the bag off the string. You rather shortchange yourself in order to make a statement to them outside of boxing with all and that's a whole nother thing, right? The whole entire ask me right thing. You know, I don't like it's the way they be. What are we talking about?
Right.
When did that become?
You gotta approach me right. If that's the case, right, Clay, we would have never got Muhammad Ali versus Joe Frazier.
Right.
Joe Frazier didn't like the things that Muhammad Ali said and did to his grave, to the point where he was so hurt. He took it to his grave. He said, I woke up wanting to hurt that man every day, even after the fights. Because of what he said in the buildup. And Muhammad Ali said, I can't apologize to you enough. I was just selling the fight.
Right.
But he was being disrespectful. Tommy Hearns and Sugar Ray Leonard. Sugar Ray Leonard inviting Marvin Hagler to that banquet and to act like he was going to announce the fight, and then spat in his face in front of everybody. Invited Marvin Hagler up there. I noticed the fight y'all want to see, but unfortunately, it'll never happen. Marvin Hagler, he said he felt belittled when he did that. I would have never showed up. He thought that they was going to announce the fight.
Yeah.
So
bro.
when you say stuff like that, can you imagine the fights we would have never gotten?
Yeah, bro. It don't even make no sense, bro.
No. Look at the build up for Floyd and Ricky and Arturo Gatti. Floyd said cancel the fight where it was supposed to be. Let's put it in his backyard so I can embarrass him.
Yeah.
He said, let's put this fight in Rick and I keep saying Ricky Hatton in Arturo Gotti's backyard so I can embarrass him in front of his people. Yep. Floyd used to wear Mexican sombreros, the Mexicutioner. What is y'all talking about? He got to be respectful in his approach to make a fight. What?
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
and
bro.
Look at this, right? Look at this.
Mentality's crazy.
Does this look like somebody that's training him?
Who's this?
Kenny saying hi to Tank in the ring.
Right.
Talking about walk them down, not 11 days to go. Clearly, he's not involved. Clearly, he's not involved. Members only Boston said, BS, they don't want to fight each other. They waiting on Tank. And see, this is what I'm talking about educate yourself before you say things. In the sport of boxing, you don't have to say anything. I mean, you can make up anything you want. You said that's BS. Me and Clay said he's in a position of power to force those fights. They're not. You said that's BS. They don't want to fight each other. They waiting on Tank. Well, don't know if you know, good brother. See, this is why you should be a fan of the sport and not a fighter. But just check this out. Did you not know that Tio, Devin, and Ryan signed a 3-fight deal with Turkey that includes fighting each other and not Tank?
Right.
Are you aware of that, brother?
And not in his weight class. And they took him out the weight class.
Right. And they left the weight class to fight each other and included Jerron Boots Ennis, the boogeyman, in the contract.
Yeah.
So what exactly are you talking about is BS? They waiting on Tank. How could they possibly be waiting on Tank when Devin and Ryan fought each other?
You see what Just Do said? I told you.
What did he say?
He said, hey, I hear Blue Blood. I hear Kid Austin was overweight. Didn't I tell you?
Wow. Somebody just sent me something too.
Blue. I'll be tapped in, Blue, on some algorithm on the energy, because that's what I couldn't think of nothing else like that. It has to be something like that. What could it be that? And that's Turkey not playing no games. He's not doing those games. Like if Ryan tried to play those games, Ryan gonna get cut off. He ain't doing none of that catch weight. We agreed on a certain weight. Now we're gonna do a fight at a catch weight nonsense. He ain't doing that.
None of that.
They also called the cops. The SWAT team come 3 o'clock in the morning, say we harboring kids. They got an out of state call, and I got police records to show all of this.
This dude is outrageous, ain't he?
In the morning, they got guns to Floyd head, and they search the house and they find out that this is somebody prank. So then they make.
He said it was a prank. This guy is unbelievable. What did I just do? I feel like I just missed the super chat. Oh, I did.
One guy's opinion, yeah.
Right there.
Oh, no, that.
Dewan T. Yeah. Salute to Dewan T in the super chat. He said liking a boxer over boxing is diabolical. It is. It is. It is. You got to be in love with the sport first. In love with the fighter second. One old guy opinion, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on us in the super chat. He said, those who will fight anyone have learned the art of dying Bruce Lee. They can accept the defeat if it happens. So they are not concerned about it. From defeat comes redemption with a rematch. But you see what Tank said? The embarrassment is worse than a defeat. The embarrassment for Tank is worse than a defeat. And he told you, my Egypt Peace Plus Queen, he told you, right, Clay? Fight Hub Hayes, my brother. What's up, family? Hey, you wasn't invited to that Tank to that Tank media workout? Look at Mag 7 like, Clay. I'm not gonna act like I'm a Tank fan. I'm a boxing fan. I'm a Tank fan. We already knew that.
That's what's up, Mag 7. I appreciate that transparency, that honesty, bro.
Right.
I don't mind you guys keeping it 100 and telling the truth.
Right. We already knew that.
Feel free to do it anytime you feel like. Feel free to keep it 100.
What he said? Tell the truth. Tell the truth.
That's it. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Just tell the truth, man. Well, I mean, you can't hide it. You can't hide it. Swift 718, my brother, back in the building, back in the super chat, dropping another half a dub. He said every fighter gets paid. So now Tank is the payroll department. He's just ducking disguised as payroll gatekeeping. And Tank be disrespecting everybody, but he wants respect, call outs, quack, quack. Respectful call outs. Right.
The dude even asked him, how should they ask? He even said that. The guy asked him, so he's like, if somebody did want to fight with you, how can they ask? He was like, There is no way to ask. Don't ask is the answer to that question.
Right.
That's what he wants you to stop doing. There ain't no answer. You know what I'm saying? He ain't give you no answer because there ain't no way to do it. There's no way to ask a man to fight without asking a man to fight.
It's fighting.
There's no way to do it. You know what I'm saying? You in the business of fighting, somebody coming up to you asking you to make a big fight is money in your pocket. It's supposed to make your hands itch. It's supposed to make your, you know what I mean? You're supposed to hear bells ringing, you know, cashier, ching, ching, ching. You should be hearing that when somebody wants to give you a fight, wants to fight you. Somebody like Shakur or Devin or T.O., you know, those are big fights in comparison to a Hector Garcia, in comparison to a Lamont Roach, right?
Right.
Come on, man.
I mean, we can't make this stuff up. Oh, I just got another credible source that just told me Schofield was overweight, bro.
Talk to him. I told you. He couldn't make weight. That's what it was.
Wow.
He did all that. He could not make no weight, bro. He couldn't make the weight. And Schofield Sr., once again, out here talking about cream and poisoning him. And so I guess that's why he couldn't make the weight. He was poisoned, so he couldn't, cut the weight? Like, no, he was dying inside of a sauna somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Trying to cut that weight, starving himself, you know what I mean? And looking crazy in the face. And they were like, we're not going to be part of this. We stopping the fight. We pulling them out the fight. Unprofessional. Unprofessional. On the biggest show of your life, on the biggest stage of your life, on the biggest fight card of the decade minimum, if not century, but of the decade, of the last 10 years, you had an opportunity to be on the biggest card, bro. And you dropped the ball and didn't make weight, bro.
Right. And what you said, Clay, he was there for 3 weeks.
3 weeks. 3 weeks. What was you doing there for 3 weeks? Eating all the good food?
Yeah.
Having a great time? Drinking, probably? Were you drinking? Were you out there popping bottles with your dad? Living like a king, like a prince? Is that what y'all calling each other? Your Excellency Floyd Sr. and Your Excellency Floyd Jr. Is that how you was living? I know how they treat. I heard the carpet get rolled out for y'all. I know. I'm telling you. I heard the carpet get rolled out. Wow, for y'all. In the back of Maybachs, everywhere you want to go, a Maybach taking you around. You got a driver. I know it's diabolical out there. It's crazy. You got caught up eating all that caviar. Caviar is a salty dish, man. Make you retain a lot of water, don't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Salute Talib Page, brother, said big up to your co-host, Blue. Salute. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Talib. Salute. Thank you.
Jay Lynn, the queen, she's in the building. Peace, blessings, queen. How you feeling today?
Peace of Queen Jay Lynn.
Yeah, so Nick J, the chocolate drop, making 50% of the queens of the ring. She's in the building. Peace of blessings, queen.
Peace of the Queen Jay. Peace of the Queen Nick J.
She said he has fumbled the remainder of his career with this stunt. Oh, yes.
This is embarrassing.
Oh, yes.
Don't do no interviews when you get back to the States either, senior. Don't do it. Don't go up there talking crazy and being stupid, bro. Nobody believes you, bro. Just get back in the gym. Have your son in the gym. Get him ready for his next fight. We'll be looking to see him fight on a Golden Boy contender card. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, you know what I mean? Maybe he'll fight put him up in weight. Clearly the weight cut, that's a problem. Don't make him fight somewhere where he shouldn't be. Let him go to 140. You know what I mean? And try to get a big fight. You know what I mean? Try to get a fight with either Oscar Duarte or Subriel Matias. See if you can get involved in one of those fights and see if you can get right in the title contention at 140. You know what I mean? If not, you know who y'all should fight, bro? Y'all should fight Miguel Medueno. Give him like 4 months to get it together and let him fight. By the way, I told you that I was going to be fight of the year candidate between Oscar Duarte and Miguel Medueno. Hate to say I told y'all so, but I told y'all that was going to be a crazy fight. What I say? I said think Isak Cruz versus Angel Fierro 2.0.
Salute to one old guy opinion brother back in the building, back in the super chat, dropping another on the super chat. He said he can't die from his ambition, mind being embarrassed is in his mind. Yep. Daring means accepting everything that comes winning or losing. Character is built in defeat, not victories. Agreed.
Ooh,
Agreed.
bars.
Agreed.
Mic drop.
But that's the difference, right? You need that male figure in your life to teach you that.
That's a fact.
If you don't have that and you have male fans as your figures, well, there you have it.
That's it.
They scared to keep it 100 with you because they're a fan.
Yeah, and pop their car tires and stole their passport. He definitely didn't want to fight. Yeah, bro. Yeah, just dude. The build up to this moment is diabolical, bro. It's hard to deny it. Like, it's hard to sit here and deny it. The build up is crazy to this fight not happening. It's crazy.
Wow. Shouts out to my brother. He sent me a message again. He said, word is the commission does business differently than they do in America. So an amount he may have needed to lose weight, which may have been his normal process here in America, may have been seen as too much by the British board of boxing.
Right. Yeah, Rachel told me. I talked to Rachel about it earlier too. She had called me about it and told me a little bit about earlier today. She called me right when that shit happened. She called me and she was like, "Yeah, with the BBC, you have to be at a certain, like, they check your weight periodically, and you have to be at a certain weight because they want you to cut the weight organically. They don't want you doing some overnight, 20-pound weight cut and getting sick. You got to be. So today he had to be at a certain weight to be able to make that weight on Friday."
And did you see that Boots and his Stanionis face off?
No, I didn't see it yet. No,
they don't. Boots don't look that much bigger than him. Looks slightly bigger. I thought he was going to be seriously bigger than him. Looks normal.
Let me try to find it right quick. So they had the press conference?
Well, they had it must have, I don't know what it was, but you see it?
Oh, so this, okay.
Yeah, it's like I guess it's for a promo.
Right.
You see it doing that?
Right.
But you see, like, Stanionis doesn't look that much smaller than him.
Nah.
His arms do look a lot shorter, though.
Yeah, I think Stanionis gonna get clipped.
I think so too.
He's gonna get clipped.
I think Boots have a point to prove, and I think he's gonna look to make a statement against Stanionis, clean statement, right? Where he's in and out, right? It's a nice clean victory for him. I can see that being the case.
Yeah. Yup. Drop the ball, man. Drop the ball. Y'all knew the rules before y'all came in there, bro. They told y'all. Remember y'all was telling everybody, nah, they got the WBC saying that we gotta. Yeah, okay. So you knew what the rules was, bro. You dropped the ball. You gotta feel stupid, man. They definitely flying y'all home coach, bro. You definitely got a whole, like, 10-hour flight. You know what I mean? Hey. You're gonna be stretching in the back, bro. Let me get up for a second, pause. Let me get past you so I can stretch in the aisle right quick. Get a quick little stretch in the aisle so I can sit back down. See if I can knock another 5-hour marathon sitting in the same spot.
Yo, that's crazy, Clay. What you said, they're gonna definitely be fine.
Oh yeah, bro. You out of here, bro. You out of here. You taking connecting flights and everything.
No aisle seats.
Yeah, bro. And we send you the bill for the ticket.
Hey, Mello, appreciate you, brother. Much love, family. He said best boxing channel in boxing. Appreciate you, brother.
Definitely.
Hey,
salute.
We try to give you the real, the honest, and our takes, and based off of what we see, and the connections that we have, and we want to keep it 100 with y'all. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, don't mind staying corrected if we wrong.
Oh yeah, no problem
with that. Nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Too many people just don't want to be wrong. Too many female tendencies. You know what I'm saying?
Caught up
No
in the
disrespect
game,
to the queens. No disrespect to the queens, but that's we know that's women's lane. You know what I mean? Swift 718, my brother, been a channel member, family member for 17 months. Salute. Right. He said sad because Calvin and Kenny are old men, but they spew the duck BS like they're new generation dudes. They make Tank look softer than he makes himself look. I agree. And that's what I said. For instance, when we know that Kenny and Calvin not working with him for whatever reason, right? He's not working with them. instead of them come out and say, did you hear what Kenny said, Kurt? Man, I called you Kurt. Did you hear what
Kurt.
Kenny said, Clay? He said they can't. They occupy with these new fighters that's getting ready to make debuts, so they couldn't be there. What?
Yeah, I heard him say. Yeah, I heard him say that. Yeah, bro, I heard him say that.
Like, bro, what do you? Come on, man. And then people like, yeah, see, and see, then you get the foolery. That's backing this up, talking about, yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, they gotta focus. See, people talking about they ain't working together when they gotta focus on the young fighters. What?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro.
Can you imagine the late great Emmanuel Stewart talking about, I can't be Lennox Lewis trainer because I got this new fighter getting ready to make his debut.
Right.
Man, come on, man.
Well, but I believe it makes sense because Tank is giving him the heads up that he's done. You know what I mean?
Yeah, from that
I'm out.
standpoint, if you say that.
Yeah, I'm done. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that thing with the amateurs. You know what I'm saying? Whatever's gonna be done. You know what I'm saying, I'll work with Barry on this one. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the next fight, if we lock in the next fight, because he's probably gonna do at least one more fight this year. If we knock the next fight down, let me say, Dan Kmore, you said he was taking the coach seat home. Oh my God, that's right. Fight up. That's how you gotta do it. When they play with you like that, bro, you hit them with the connecting flight. That's how you be nice to them. You hit them with the connecting flight. You know what I mean? You make them sit somewhere for like 5-6 hours. You know what I mean? Get you up out of here, bro. We ain't playing that game.
Just nasty work, bro.
We playing with. Well, hold on. D-Boy said, A.O. Clay, Oscar, the happiest person in the world right now. He jumping up and down, doing jumping jacks in a tutu. Yeah, bro, because he Oscar's saying, got him. Because ain't nobody gonna want you. So you already know that new deal gonna be diabolical, bro. What y'all gonna go independent? It's either me or Pro Box, baby. It's either me or Pro Box, baby. Oh no, you ain't gonna embarrass nobody else that way. Ain't nobody else gonna take that embarrassment, bro. You don't went over there to Riyadh, bro, and can't make weight and got pulled out the fight.
But then on top of that, gonna spew this nonsense talking about Shakur team rub cream on you, and that your son got sick and set up. Like, bro, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? That
Mag, he could be, Mag. He could be. But we don't know because he don't want to fight to show us.
Making Turkey look bad. You ain't gonna make Turkey look bad. That ain't gonna happen.
Turkey ain't doing no catch weight, weird fights. You didn't make weight, this and that. Nah, bro. Get him out of here.
Yeah, he ain't doing none of that.
Get him out of here.
He ain't playing them reindeer games.
That's supposed to be a WBC title fight on my card, bro. This is the greatest fight. This is the greatest fight ever. This is the greatest card ever. Excuse me. We ain't playing that game.
Yeah. Max Evans said, Clay and Blue, do you think Tank is the best lightweight? We don't know. You got to get in the ring.
Yeah, I say he could be. He could be.
Could be. But Shakur, Keyshawn, he got to prove it.
Yeah.
You got to prove it. You got to get in the ring and prove it. He got the talent and the skills, but we don't know.
The odds says he's damn well could be. He damn well could be.
It's just like any other sport, right? You can have fighters in other sport. I mean, players and athletes in other sports, right? They look great coming into the league and don't turn out to be great.
Period.
When they get up against guys that match them in talent, size, and skills. They look great in college, don't they? But once they get into the NBA or the NFL, they don't look great no more. Because
everybody like them.
On the equal playing field. That's the difference. So that's what we ascertain. But he's telling us flat out, he's nervous to lose because he don't want to be embarrassed. Period. I mean, there's nothing else to what else can we say?
Yeah, it's a circus, man. It's a circus. It's a halftime rodeo show, bro. What people want it to be versus what it is. People want him to be proven, but he's not, unfortunately.
Boston expert. Ryan is no, he's not. Ryan had an asterisk. Ryan had a catch weight and a rehydration clause. He was 2 years and 2 fights removed from fighting at 135.
Yeah.
He was handicapped.
Everybody knows that, man. I don't know why y'all be sitting here trying to make it not that one. Come on, man.
Right. He was.
Don't
he
do
was
that. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's what y'all do. What do? We didn't do nothing. We just telling you what it was. Are we lying? Wasn't it catch weight?
Right.
Isn't Ryan on record going interview to interview saying how that was the biggest mistake he ever made and he would never do that again?
Right.
That he walked
Ryan
away from it making the money.
Then he wasn't Devin. Okay, go have several.
Bro. Yeah, bro.
Go ahead, have several seats, brother. We're not going
to. Y'all think skinny means healthy?
Right.
No, sometimes skinny mean hungry.
Right. He clearly was hungry.
If that was the case, those pictures of the children in Africa that are starving, they're just in good shape. They're not hungry.
Right.
That's all right.
Ryan was fully hydrated and fully himself against Devin Haney. He wasn't cutting weight. He didn't have a bad weight cut. Not doing any of those things. Fully healthy. No rehydration clause. Fully healthy. So, let's get on out of here, Clay.
No doubt, man. Hey, man, the link is there if you haven't subscribed to the channel. Take a moment to do that. I appreciate you guys. Yo, tomorrow we got to break down these fights, but we got to get at these fights, man.
Yes, sir. Tomorrow we're going to talk about that fight card.
We definitely got to get at it, man. And also, it is what it is on that. But the Oscar Duarte fight was a good fight. Arnold Barboza got a victory over.
Nick J. Yeah, Ryan Garcia had a rib injury going into the Tank fight.
That as well, exactly.
Yeah,
probably, which was exposed to the fact that he had a bad weight cut as well. It was extra exposed.
And Tank knew that. Tank said it, and his team said it. We knew he had that injury. And remember when Tank hit him, Nick J. Remember when Tank hit him in the ribs? He said, "Oh, got that spot." Right. Immediately, as soon as he hit it, and Ryan reacted. Remember, he said, "Got it." Right. Yep. He knew it was injured. Right. Again, is that Tank's fault? No. Is it Tank's fault Ryan accepted the stipulations? No. Is it Tank's fault that Ryan had an injured rib? No. But the fact remains is that was the case. It's not an excuse, it's a reason.
Right. It's a legitimate reason. And it also is not something that can be thrown in a real hardcore boxing fan's face about him fighting. You know what I mean? Like, we know. We're not going to sit here and take that as a reason why he shouldn't fight Shakur or fight Keyshawn or for a Teofimo. We're not going to sit there and be like, well, he didn't. No, he didn't. We know he did, but come on, stop it. We're not playing that.
Right. And Ryan was proven against Devin. He was fully hydrated and he was on performance enhancers. How could you possibly say he was in a better version? What are you talking about? We got to start making this make sense, because it simply is not making sense. Legacy remains. What's up, family? Yeah, that's what he said. Got him, right? Tank knew, right? He hit the spot. He knew the spot. And then remember afterwards, you can hear Goosen asking him, was it that rib?
It was that spot, wasn't it? Was that rib, wasn't it?
Yeah, Ryan was like, yeah. Right.
Said, I knew it.
They didn't know the camera was on him, so it wasn't like they was putting on for the camera. They didn't know the camera was on him. Right? Yeah. That was like a behind the scenes thing. They got clipped out and shown to us. When he was like, was that spot? And he was like, yeah, it got me in the spot. So, I mean, we knew that. And then the dude that did it came out. Remember, he said it, that he had injured Ryan.
Hey, Ryan, how you doing?
Yeah.
Is everything okay? Are you okay?
Yeah. So we knew. I mean, again, is that Tank's fault? No. It's not Tank's fault. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's on Ryan. He pushed through with the fight. He still went through with it. He still got his paycheck. So at the end of the day, hey, that's on Ryan. But we can't act like it didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? You can't dismiss it and be like, you know, oh, he was a better version. No, he had, you know, there was an asterisk by it, period.
And is Shakur Stevenson officially the most ducked fighter in boxing today?
Uh I don't know, man.
Who gets ducked more than him?
Yeah, I would say yeah. Because he got the ability to make you look bad, right?
People don't want to fight him, bro.
Yeah, it's just like a guy with a lot of power. You know, if you ain't got to fight him, you won't fight him. You know what I mean? And Shakur got the ability to make you look extremely bad. So, man, he said, y'all got to admit Tank is musty. Nobody said he wasn't. We just saying that he don't want to fight the fights that the world wants to see. He's shortchanging himself by trying to shortchange them based off of what you said. Swift 718, my brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on his in the super chat. He said it's still sucker stuff that the first time Tank fights someone we want to see, he went a mole into Ryan's camp. He's not just confident in himself. He's just not confident in himself. Yeah. I mean, I think people bring him that information. I don't think he goes seek it out. Right? I don't think he cares to seek it out. Toe to toe Savage, what's up, family? Right? But you know, people bring it to him and he ain't gonna turn the information down. It's like having the answers to the test. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna turn the answer. I'm not looking to cheat and seek out the answers for the test. But if somebody comes to me and say, "Hey, bro, I got the answers for this test," oh well, I'm going.
Yeah, let me get those.
Let me get that. You know what I'm saying? Let me get that. Liba 926, my brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on it to the super chat. Marriage Tech, you know, play official when Blue mentioned Kurt. Keep up the great work. Straight goosebumps. Hope I see you guys in Flatbush. Salute, family.
Salute. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But yeah, let's get on out of here. I need y'all to take a moment, click the link, subscribe to my brother Claymore Rain. The link is pinned up right there in the chat. I need y'all to take a moment and click the link and subscribe to my brother Claymore Rain. The link is pinned up right there in the chat. Subscribe to my brother Claymore Rain. Clay, one more time, tell the people your schedule for your show.
10:45 a.m. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I'll let you know if things change because Eastern Standard Time, and I'm gonna try to do Monday nights too, man. It depends on what time I get in. I mean, those will be long days for me, depending on how good it is. And obviously, you guys know, I'm here with Blue every day, and you know, we do all the big fights as well. We break down all the big fights and go live for them.
And he's gonna be doing the prelims on his channel,
right?
Which I'm gonna start sliding through on those when I get the chance as well.
You should come through, man, so we can knock those out.
Yes, sir. So we're gonna do the prelims on his channel, and then we'll switch over. For this fight, this is top to bottom a full card, so we're gonna do the full card here.
Right.
But when we have
wouldn't want to be Noel's, bro.
Right. So we're gonna do the prelims, you know, on his channel. So we need y'all to click that link and subscribe to his channel, support the channel, support the grind. And we're gonna do big things, man. So make sure y'all tap in and tune in, man. If you don't watch him, man, him and my brother Ray Davis, man, I listen. I'm tuned in. The other day, I almost forgot to hit the button. I'm watching Clay, and Clay sends me the link and sends me a text message like, "Bro, when you ready, you tell me." And I'm like, I'm watching the fights and him and eating, and he like, "Bro, tell me when you ready." I'm like, "Oh, you know what I'm saying?" Hey, man, you won't be disappointed if you support me and you like how I do things over here. You will not be disappointed to see how Clay and Ray do things over there. Trust me, you will not be disappointed at all whatsoever. I love the format. I love how he does things. People, if you have not subscribed to my brother Claymore Rain, please click the link. It's pinned up in the chat and subscribe to his channel. Please subscribe to his channel, man. Mello, brother in the super chat, he said, could Mason fight Farmer? Tevin Farmer has a rematch coming up with Williams Zepeda March 29th. If he gets past Williams Zepeda, I'm pretty sure he's going to move up, right? He's not going to look back to Abdullah Mason, right?
Right.
Because he's already, what, 35, 36. So he's older. So he's going to be, he beats Williams Zepeda. He's going to be looking for Shakur Stevenson.
That's what I would think. He's going to take Shakur down.
And he been looking for Tank. So if he beats Williams Zepeda, he could be a possible opponent for Tank as well. So Big Herm, what's up, family? So I don't see him fighting Abdullah Mason. And if he loses, maybe. But that would be a nice matchup. Like Clay said, he want to see him in there with a boxer. That would be good.
Could you see Tank trying to make a fight with Tevin?
I could.
They got a story.
They got a history. They got a storyline, and he beats Williams Zepeda. It justifies fighting him. And guess what?
I would watch it.
I was just going to say, I'm not opposed to that.
I'll watch that fight for sure. Salute Fight Sports Talk. Salute, fam. Yeah.
Because think about it, right, Clay? I thought he beat Raymond Muratalla.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought he won the Zepeda fight.
Right. I definitely felt like he won those were both those fights are very arguing. Both those guys are heading into titles. Williams Zepeda is in line for a title, and even in Muratalla, currently he's about to compete for that IBF title.
Right.
So
and now if he officially beats Williams Zepeda,
that's a legitimate fight. Can't complain.
Legitimate fight. I like it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
do I like it over Shakur? And of course not. But I like it better, no disrespect, than Lamont Roach.
Yeah, that's a better fight than Lamont Roach. And I think, I'm gonna be real with you, Tevin beats Lamont Roach every day of the week.
Tevin beats Lamont Roach.
Right.
I think Tevin beats Lamont Roach. So again, you know what I'm saying? And it's a storyline, it's a history, right? Obviously, it don't have the same kick that it had years ago.
Right.
But it's still
Tevin gonna have Philly behind him. Who'll bring Philly? Philly's gonna get behind Tevin.
Put it at the Barclays Center.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It makes sense. You know what I mean? I mean, if you ain't gonna give us Shakur, and why not? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
History, storyline, and again, we both feel like Tevin would beat Lamont Roach. So I think Tevin would beat Rolly.
I think he does it, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. I believe he calls out either Keyshawn or Shakur March 1st. I think that fight's probably gonna be popping off towards the probably like towards the end of the summer ish type. I don't know how his schedule works like that, but he'd probably stick Tevin Farmer in the middle, and be done with it and retire from boxing.
Yeah, and hey, I mean that's your farewell.
If he wins,
obviously, if he beats Zepeda,
right? If
that's your farewell, I'm cool with it.
Me too.
Because just let's get it over with anyway.
Exactly, I'm good with it. Like that's your fair. If that's it, man, bye. And the last two was a shindig. Thank you,
and we appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? So yes, man. We'll be back on tomorrow, and we're going to discuss this fight card coming up on Saturday. And on Saturday we will be calling the entire fight. So we gotta have a long Saturday, people.
Oh yeah, bro. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. That's like a vacation, bro. I can't wait. Literally can't wait.
Man. Can't wait. So we will see y'all tomorrow. Peace and blessings. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. And before we go, one more time, please click the link and subscribe to my brother Claymore Rain channel. The link is pinned up in the chat. So what we got for y'all. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.
Peace.